I just broke the cork off.
Oh, that's puke. Ugh.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm just sensing some umami on this. Because, ooh, mama, that's good. I still haven't found my first Blantons. Howdy, howdy, fellow babies. I was just thinking about that because that's how Johnny Fever would talk on that television show, WKRP in Cincinnati, back in the 70s. Hello, fellow babies. All right, it is Sunday night. I'm sorry it's late. I told you earlier today on the Facebook page that this is going to be a little on the later side. I had a busy day. Started off at 4 o'clock this morning. Here we are, Bourbcasting at 9:30 at night. So it is what it is. All right, so let's get started, shall we? This is the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Ah, yeah. I like this bottle. It pours well. A friend of mine had one, although I did dribble it. That's just the story of my day. Hey, Kevin's watching. Hey, Kevin, how are you doing? I'm glad you're with us. Hope everything is well in the new digs, the new pad, the new home. Okay, so this is Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. It's 101 proof. It's a single barrel, and they say that this is one of the first single barrels made. Blanton's was made first. This came out shortly thereafter. It's been around since about 1994, according to my notes. Single barrel. No two barrels will ever be alike. They're going to get a number of bottles out of this particular barrel, and then that's it. So if you get one that's spectacular, it may be the last time ever you get one that tastes like the one that you have. Unless you get 2 or 3 bottles from the same barrel at the same time when you buy one. Maybe you buy a couple of them. That does work. All right. So Jimmy and Eddie Russell pick these out themselves. Sometimes they use them as like a private cask. So, you know, these bottlers, if you're a group, like maybe the Maumee Valley Whiskey Society, they want to do a single barrel pick, they can go to Wild Turkey and they can pick out a barrel that they like, and now that's a private barrel. If they were in a state where they could, like a liquor agency where they could sell it, they could profit off of it. But and to an extent they can do that in Ohio. You can't do that if you are a liquor store. You can't do picks. But clubs can, bars can. Silly. But okay, it works. Anyway, so this is the single barrel from Wild Turkey. We were going to do it last week, and I just got discombobulated, and we ended up doing this one instead, the Angel's Envy, which was really, really good. I do like Wild Turkey. Where do we go? You're coming to the Christmas party? I think so. I'm going to try to. I've got it on my calendar. All Maumee Valley Whiskey Society party is Friday at 5:30. Dinner at 6:30. A White Elephant whiskey gift. No smokers as a gift. Come to the lounge, check it out. White Elephant is optional. Food will be free. Well, that's nice. Will Dickinson is smoking a local ham, probably glazing in one of our bourbons. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'd love to try that. Yeah, I'll try to be there. I'm not good at getting to those events, but I will try to be there. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. It would be good to reconnect with some of those folks. It's been a while. So anyhow, mash bill on this is the same as every bourbon mash bill that Wild Turkey has. They're all the same. It doesn't matter if it's Russell's, if it's Rare Breed, if it's Long Branch, if it's Wild Turkey, if it's bourbon that's made by that distillery, it's all the same mash bill. What makes it different is length of age, proof, where in the rickhouse it's stored, things like that. That's what makes it different. And in the case of Long Branch, it's a secondary barrel that is a mesquite barrel, which I actually really like that, by the way. Not everybody does. I do. And it's not a heavy proof either, which is, you know, it's just a really nice, approachable bourbon by the Wild Turkey folks. Well, this is their single barrel, and I put the cork back on. What does it matter with me? That's just not smart. All right. I got this really, really nice letter the other day from somebody that watches I forget where it's from. I want to say the New Jersey area. Just a really, really nice letter. They say that they enjoy watching, and it was just it was really, really kind. The things that they said, and thank you. Thank you. I may have the state wrong, and I apologize, and I'm not going to name any names, but they watch it on either Facebook or YouTube. I'm not sure which, and just thank you for that. That was a really, really nice note that you sent me, so thank you for that. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, wow, that nose I've got a lot off of that. Holy cow. I got cigar. Hold on. It was overwhelming. I got some caramel. I got some butterscotch. That was a hello. It's like let's say that I had something wrong in here, and I've never smelled before, and all of a sudden now the first thing that I smell is like, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, it's settled a little bit now, but all those things are still true. Hint of vanilla, not a lot. Some cinnamons. Definitely a beautiful fruit note. I'm going to say cherry. I'm not getting black cherry. I'm getting cherry. There's another fruit note. There's a secondary fruit note. That's beautiful. That's a great nose. That may be the nose of the year. Now let's see what it does on the palate. It's so slow. That bloom is so slow, but it's so all the way down. Oh boy. 101 proof. The difference between this and Wild Turkey 101 is this is a single barrel. The only difference. I want to make sure this is only 101. That's what it said. 101. Exact same proof. This is beautiful. Finish not as beautiful. But those caramels going down, caramels if you have a degree, that was really nice. Really nice. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. See if I can get a little more air on it. We'll put it on water here in just a minute. And that'll show you what we're doing next week. This is number 100 or 291. 291. After this, what, 9 more, 8 more? I don't math. And we're at 300. Unreal. Unreal. All right. Okay, here we go. For me, I'm getting a lot of butterscotch and a lot of caramel. But butterscotch is my number one note here, which is great because I love butterscotch. But that's what I'm getting a lot of. Cinnamons are there. The oak is what I'm getting into the finish. And again, every single barrel is going to be a little bit different. So every part of it's going to be different. The nose is going to be different. The palate's going to be different. The finish is going to be different. I did, and I've told you about this before, but I'm going to say it again. I did a 6-bottle blind, all from the same year of Henry McKenna 10 year. All those are a single barrel. Every single one of them was different. This one, the finish was musty. This one, the finish was short, but beautiful. This one, the finish was long and almost as beautiful. This one, there was no finish. It just kind of fell off. There were 6 different bottles and all of them different. So the same thing here is the next time I pick up a Kentucky Spirit somewhere else, I may get completely different notes on this. I don't love the finish on this. I don't hate it. On the nose, it's great. On the palate, it's great. I'm getting kind of more of an earthy note. More of an oaky note, tannic a little bit on the finish, not a lot, just a little, just a little. And if you have a discerning palate, I mean, you'll notice it. If you are still getting started and you're still learning, you may not catch it, or you may not know what it is. I think it's the oak. I think it's the oak that I'm getting, and since it's not blended, you're not getting different oaks from different barrels to mellow out that oak flavor. This is just one, and every barrel's going to be different, right? It's going to react to the drying process differently. It's going to react to the toasting differently. It's going to react to the charring differently. All of them are just going to be a little bit different, which is why a lot of the 101s are blended. Wild Turkey 101. This one is not. All right. Getting back to it. Just 2 drops. Nothing crazy. I could add actually a little more bourbon to that. There. Now we'll give that a little spinny spin. All right. Let's see what Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit single barrel 101 proof does with a little water on it. I might have to add a third now that I added more bourbon to it. We'll see. I don't think I should have to. More butterscotch, more caramel, more honey. The honey really popped out on that. That's nice. That's nice. The water did open it up quite nicely. Not going to complain one bit about the water on this one. I got to tell you, it's probably been a while since I put water on Wild Turkey 101. So I don't know what that would do, and I don't know what the comparison here would be. I should have brought I got a bottle that I did a Christmas party last week. I showed up, I was bartending, and I showed up and I forgot all my bourbon at home. So I had to go to the liquor store and pick up a few bottles of bourbon to take to the thing. And one of them that I picked up was a Wild Turkey 101. So I got a fresh one upstairs that I could have cracked at the same time, and I didn't even think about it. Smack, smack. Yeah, beautiful. Really, really nice. The water is taking down some of that tannic tasting in the finish. It's not nearly as... That oak is not nearly as tannic. It's not rubbing me the wrong way as much as it did when it was neat, which is interesting. You know, I prefer my bourbons neat, but I do like to have a good finish, and with the water on it, I'm getting a better finish than I did when it was neat. So let's go back to it, and then we'll put it on ice. It's just bringing it all together. So that's what water sometimes does when it opens it up. All those flavors that have been kind of sitting out there, they're disparate. They're all coming together now. That fruit note is really beautiful. Yeah, that's a secondary fruit note. That's not all cherry. It's something else. I don't know, but I like it. It's good. Num num num. It's good. And the finish, like I said, it's not nearly as tannic. As a matter of fact, all the tannins in that finish have left me. The finish is actually very nice now. That was a quick change. It was. It happened fast. All right. Uh-oh.
Gorgeous ice sphere. It's a gorgeous ice sphere. Yeah. So gorgeous and so icy and so round and so very, very gorgeous.
All right, put it on a little ice. Gorgeous ice sphere. All right. This is the only bottle I have of this, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. And I've been up since 4 a.m. So it's a long day for me. I played bass at church this morning. We played at the 8:30 and the 10 o'clock and the 11:30. And you got to be there at 6:25. So we can do sound checks and do the run through and man, it was fun. Oh my gosh, that was fun. And then after that, I came home and I worked for a little while. Normally I don't like working on Sunday, but I had to because I took all day yesterday off. I didn't do anything. I sat on my rump all day long and it was lovely. Then tonight, I had to go and do some work. I'm a newspaper reporter, among many other things, and I had to go cover some stuff tonight. And one of the things I got to cover was this a carol sing. It's the 54th annual carol sing of this church, and it was old school, man. It was a piano and choirs, and the candlelight silent night. Oh. I'm kind of a humbug when it comes to Christmas, but it did bring back some really nice nostalgia for me. It was just pleasant. And the guy who was it was almost like watching a TSO concert, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Because if you've ever been to a TSO concert, you know they're playing music, not nearly the music they played tonight at this church, but they, TSO will play this music, and then they have this guy come out and he tells this story, and he's very dramatic and whatever, and then they play another song. Well, that's what kind of happened tonight is they were introducing these carols, and the guy who Dwayne was his name. He was an ex-pastor. He's retired now. He was talking about the origins of some of these songs, and it reminded me of TSO, and he really, it was his first time ever hosting this thing, and he did a brilliant job. It was wonderful, and they had two different choirs there in the crowd, and then they got up and sang their own type of thing. So the singing was insane. It's like and I mean it was loud. This is like one of those old school churches where people actually sing when they sing stuff, right? These days they got the band up on stage and I'm play bass. I get it, and some people will sing and some people won't, but if they do, you don't hear them. This was people and a piano, and they sang. It was beautiful. It was really good. Michael's watching. Hey, Michael, how are you, sir? Coachella Valley Mike. I know I got to it before you did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump the gun. But I saw you. I got to say hi. I got to say hello. So, but it was a great time. And then I also went to a parade. They had a light up celebration at the small community, and they had a parade, and they had crafts, and they had food, and they were giving away Christmas trees, like a raffle. Only you didn't have to pay for the raffle. You just stuck. I don't know if it's a ticket or what it was. There were like 20 different trees. One of them had a train that went around it. It was pretty cool. Excuse me. And then they had a parade, and then there was a live nativity and all that. So you would think that I'm in the Christmas spirit. I am not. I normally get into the Christmas spirit on Christmas or maybe the day after, when all of a sudden I've realized, I missed it again. I've always been kind of a humbug. All right, so I will get called on this if I don't finger stir this. Got to finger stir it. Hey, Michael. We're at 25 degrees, and as you can tell by our photo, we have a little schnurr on the gurn. Yeah, we got about 4 inches. We're down to maybe 1.5 inches. We've gotten rid of a bunch of it, but yeah, it's cold and it's snowy. It's the earliest we've had this much snow in 50 years in Ohio. So if you wish to live vicariously through me, you can. I don't know that you'll be successful because I don't like it. So your vicarious living may be less than lackluster. And lackluster itself is not luster. 70 and beautiful today. Oh, shut up. I asked for it. I asked for it. That's me. That's all me. All right. So, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit on ice. Really good. I mean, it's hard to beat 101 proof on ice. I don't like my bourbon on ice, but if you're looking for an approachable whiskey that can go into, pardon me, while I produce spittle. I'm sorry, I've lost track of myself. No, if you're looking for something that's going to hold up for a cocktail or something like this, I don't know that I would use this. I mean, Wild Turkey 101 is going to be the same proof, same mash bill, not a single barrel. Would I put this in a cocktail? No. But could you put it on ice? Sure. And it holds up. It's pretty good. And I like it. All right. The cork goes on. And we move on to what's coming up next week, which is, I'm actually kind of excited about this. I love Redwood Empire. The Pipe Dream, for instance, I haven't had a lot of them. I've got another one. I've got a rye. I've never tried it. Emerald Giant. I've never tried it. That's coming. Maybe I'll do a series. Maybe it'll be this one and then Emerald Giant. I don't know. See, but this is called the Screaming Titan. This is their wheated bourbon. I do like a wheated bourbon. I mean, I like I like bourbon. but this is the wheated bourbon. Let's see here. What's it say here? It's 4%. They get the mash bill right on the label. I love that. 4% malt, 5% rye, 61% corn, 30% wheat. So this is a wheated bourbon, but it is a 4-grain, which is interesting. The Redwood Empire. This is the big sequoias. This is the redwood forest, and a portion of the proceeds of the purchase of this and any bottle of Redwood Empire goes to plant trees. I love that. I do. I love trees. I'm not going to get into it. It's not weird or anything. I promise you. But I dig trees, and when I see people taking trees out so they can increase their farmland, I get it. I don't love it. I don't love it. Taking out an entire woods, oh, that's not good. I don't like that. But it's your land. You can do what you want to with it. But I hate it. But anyhow, so Redwood Empire, the Screaming Titan, that's coming up next week right here on Beautiful Bourbon. I want to thank you for joining us. You could be doing anything else, and some of you are. But you'll catch up. It's okay. I'm going to put this on YouTube later. It's all good. Over 400 subscribers on YouTube. Still pales in comparison to Facebook, so thank you. Those of you who like to watch live and interact, it's fun. It's fun to do that. For those of you on YouTube that are watching this, you can go to Facebook and go to Beautiful Bourbon and join the show live on Sunday nights. It's not always at 7 o'clock. It's not always at 7:30. It's not always at 9 o'clock. We get to it. It used to be more regimented, but life cannot be regimented all the time anymore. Yeah. So we'll find out what the next 100 Bourbcasts are going to be like. See what I just did there? I just committed to something. Son of a gun. All right. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it greatly. We will see you again next week for the Redwood Empire, the wheated bourbon. Oliver's watching. Oliver, you just caught me at the end. We're saying goodbye. I'm sorry. It's just the way that it is. This is the Screaming Titan, the wheated Redwood Empire. That's coming up next week on Beautiful Bourbon, and we will see you then.